Michael, happy Wednesday to you, man. I'm excited to be sitting in front of you. I came across you in a very interesting way, and I am excited as we gear and we intentionally look to push these conversations with the dreamers, the believers, the creatives. I'm excited about who you are, what it is you're doing. Definitely intrigued of how you'll unpack these questions. And before we get into it, is there any way you would like to say hello to the people? I'll set you up, I'll introduce you, and I'll do those things, but I want to give you a piece of time. And is there any way you want to say hello to the people or introduce yourself?
No, I just want to, thank you for the time and the opportunity to come on here. And, I love discussions like this. So just excited to get into it.
No, it'll be really good. Michael Cook, founder, creator, stop me if I'm wrong, founder, creator of Sustainable Chill on Repeat, veteran owned. Thank you so much for your service. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. Cubed Ice, the founder and creator of Cube Ice. I am running my personal business here in Central Florida. And I start to hear this kind of resounding people going after goals, ideas, creativity, really pushing things like that. And if I'm into it, I'm so into it. It's either 0 or 100%. So now my whole house knows, my wife knows, and everything. And we're riding along in the car one day, and she says, "Hey, babe, you got to check this guy out. Like, he's doing something really cool. It's ice, but it's not ice. It's like reusable." I say, "Wait, what?" And she shows me a picture. I light up like a Christmas tree. This is how I know I'm sitting with someone amazing. This is how I know that this is going to really get us to where it is we need to be in forms of enlightenment and inspiration. When I have so many questions that are not even on my list. What is cubed ice for the people that are listening, for the people that are watching? I've said it, it's reusable. It has a certain type of way that it's made. It's this thing. What are we talking about here today, Michael?
Yeah, no, great setup. Thank you so much for the excitement. Um, it started, I guess, as most products do, is like I was trying to solve a problem for myself.
Mm,
I also live down here in Florida. I go out on the water a lot. I'm somebody that uses a cooler all the time, and I'm constantly going to the gas station to buy single-use plastic bags of ice. You're grabbing them out of there, you're buying them every single day, you're slamming them on the ground because they're all clumpy, and then the bag gets all dirty, and then you're ripping it open,
yeah.
you're dumping it in your cooler, and then 4 or 5 hours later, everything in your cooler is soaking wet, including your food from all the ice melting, right? And that's just what we've always done. Like, that's
Yeah.
what you do. You need to fill your cooler, right? So last year I was moving my girlfriend out of her apartment, and I opened up her freezer and I pulled out one of those big plastic clunky reusable blocks, if you know what
I
I'm
know what
talking
you mean.
about,
I know
the big
exactly what you
rectangle
mean.
ones.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at it. I was like, I can't believe that no one's figured out how to make this work better. And it hit me like it's all about surface area. This thing is too big and it doesn't completely surround your food and your drinks.
Yeah.
So how could it possibly work near as good as ice? So that kind of just sparked me to go online to buy something that was in my head. And I had seen some other countries were using products similar down in Australia and New
Yeah.
Zealand and South Africa. I had like these small reusable ice blocks. And it's really nothing new. I mean, reusable ice has been around since like the 90s, right? I'm sure we've all come into contact with like those fruit styled
Yeah.
ice creams from our childhood.
Sure.
And that's just where the journey started. And I went on there to try to buy something. The companies that were doing it out of Australia weren't shipping to the US at the time, and I was like, okay, well, if I can't buy it, then I have to make it.
Mm.
That's how the journey started for me. And so we've honestly only been in business for about 2 months now. We really started selling in December, and it's been just like a wild 2 months. So it's been
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
I can only imagine speaking to this. I love what you said when you first opened up. You saw a problem to solve. And that does open up my mind. That does, I think it should open up the minds of your hunters, your outdoorsmen, your hikers, your these types of people, to where now you've got me thinking about every cookout, every family reunion, every picnic. It's like, hey, go grab a bag of ice. We
Mhm.
just bought some. Nope, that one's melted already. And then you come and you are smashing it on the ground. It's like, oh, well, a big chunk of it just kind of flew out the side, and all of
Yeah.
these things. And here's the thing: we have just been okay with it. It's just the
Yeah,
way
exactly.
things are going. With this vision, are you done? Is this it? Have you reached the apex of what this thing is, or is there something we don't know? What are you building with this, and why does it matter to you personally?
Yeah, it's a great question, and the answer is I don't know.
Mm,
This is still brand new to me, and if you would have asked me 3 weeks ago, how many units I would have sold by now, it wouldn't have been even close to what we've actually sold, and just had no idea how much people were going to care about this and think this was a great idea. So I think I'm still trying to put it together in my head on what next steps could possibly be, but just continuing to improve
yeah.
and integrate the product and try to make it work better.
Is how many you have sold something okay for us to talk about?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, when I set my goal for 2026, I was like, all right, I want to do like $50,000 in sales this year and just prove the
Sure.
concept to myself before I really put some energy behind it.
Yeah.
And then after about 14 days, we were at 80 grand in sales. And I was like, okay, this is something real here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, it's been an interesting couple months, and unfortunately, we're completely sold out right now, and
Yeah.
we have new inventory coming in May.
Sure.
But until then, we're kind of just prepping.
You said something, and maybe it's because my mind works a certain way. I just want to give myself a pat on the back for how well I am holding back my excitement. This is absolutely inspiring. The way that my mind works, I absolutely love this. I I'm going to throw you a curveball, a good curveball. I asked you what are you building right now, and
Mm,
your response was I don't know.
yeah,
And the reason why, if I'll be honest, the reason why that means so much to me or to hear, the reason why that is actually inspiring is because I believe, and I also know on some planes, I know and believe, Michael, that there are people that are sitting on amazing ideas or services or products or something like that, and I don't know if it's social status or what it may be, but there's something in them that is telling them that they have to have it all figured out, that they have to have all the answers, that they have to know exactly what it is they're building and where this is going and what it's going to be. But the way you answered that question was with the same confidence as if you knew exactly where. It was almost like there's a piece in this to where you're like, hey, I don't know, and I think that's one of my strong suits, that I don't
sure.
know all of this. Are you able to speak to that person that may have something and they feel like they have to have it all figured out right now?
Yeah, I think just like you said, it's important to know what you don't know.
Mm,
Just being able to say I don't know is important, and ChatGPT goes a long way. You
hey,
know,
yeah,
Man, I mean, if you don't know what to do, the first thing I'd type into ChatGPT is how do I start a company? I mean,
yeah.
you can that'll take you a long way. Um, ChatGPT has been nothing but a good friend for me the past few months as I've been starting this and starting an LLC for the first time, and just all the things that you just don't know until you get there. Now you have a friend that can help you along the way.
I don't think there's anything. Let me back up. Using modern technology and the modern advancements that we have, these things can really help you get to where it is you want to be. Like using it the right way, using it intentionally, th- not knowing where this was coming from and just looking to, solve a problem. I don't know if we were working or we've always been in business or anything like that. So I don't want you to, don't let me like put words in your mouth or anything, but have there been any shifts or things in your life that had the biggest impact on being who you are today, with the mind or the confidence to say, I have an idea and I'm going to go for Did anything have like a big shift or impact in your life to enable you to be okay with being as creative as you are?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's like I'm just a normal person, and I think, I'm only a couple months in, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I have all the answers. But even just a couple months in and having some early success, like I think I realize now that it's not that scary,
Yeah.
jumping to something, and you just got to kind of go for it and throw yourself in. And I think basically everyone would be surprised of how much success they could have if they just put some energy towards their idea.
Yeah. I absolutely love it. So on this journey, being as fresh as you are, just getting right into it, a couple months in, already experiencing some success, are there some things that you have experienced that people might misunderstand about, from starting to hear some of the things that you say, hey, it's actually not that scary. What do you think are some of the common misconceptions or misunderstood things that people may have about entrepreneurship, following a goal, diving into it? Is there something that you've experienced that can kind of speak to, no, you've probably got this wrong?
I think one issue that I've run into just recently is, right out of the gates, I guess I wasn't acting like a big brand, and I'm not a big brand.
Mm,
But when I'm making my first videos, I'm thinking, oh, hundreds of people will see this reel,
yeah.
and then fast forward a couple weeks, and 10 million people have seen this reel.
Yes, sir.
And the issue with that was, I did some things that, looking back, were stupid when I was making the reel. Like I used a trademark of another company.
Mm,
Just things like that, I wasn't acting like a big brand. I was acting like a couple hundred people were going to see it. And sure enough, I guess, my first cease and desist 2 months into business. So, I have a different mindset on that now, and just,
yeah.
acting like everything I put out is going to be seen by 10 million people. And that's kind of helped me focus a little bit.
I think that makes me think about, be careful of the goal you'll set because you'll hit it. Like,
Sure.
be careful
Great
of
one.
the goal you set. You could, to your point, I wasn't treating this like a big brand, and you hit the goal of not treating it like a big brand, but the truth is going to come up for air sooner or later. And I'm sorry, Michael, I don't know how you see yourself, but this is a big brand. Like, this is international. Like, this is a lifestyle, day in, day out, sports activities, and you live in Florida, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be needed, you know, all the time. Is this your first time ever attempting something creative or entrepreneurial?
Um, to this scale, yeah. I mean, I wrote a book a few years back. That was kind of like a war memoir from my military days and from the,
Okay.
the pullout of Afghanistan.
Thank you.
So that obviously was, took some creativity to do that, and never thought that I would write a book in my life. And the book did awesome, and I was just real happy with everybody I worked with. And so that took some creativity, but this is the first business that I've been running.
Yeah, and this is something. Is cubed ice the only focus right now? Do we have any other things that we're doing? Maybe not knowing exactly where cubed ice will grow to right now, but are there some other things that you do know you want to tackle, or some other things that are happening right now?
Nothing right now. I'm just, putting all my focus into this one business, this one SKU even. A
Sure.
lot of people have asked me if I'm going to diversify the SKU offering, and I want to keep it simple. So I'm going to keep running with this one SKU, and there's a lot of runway left, and then eventually we'll diversify the cubed offering. But beyond that, we'll see. It's cubed ice. This business was never on my radar until
Yeah.
a problem hit me in the face. So just
Yeah.
wait for the next problem.
Who do you see ordering the most? Is it one? Is it athletes? Is it, like outdoorsmen? Who do you see, like, really, like, man, these guys are just not going to let up?
It's been all over the place. It's honestly anybody with a cooler, which turns out is a lot of people.
Yeah.
Um, we have a lot of people down here in Florida and the Southeast that are kind of in the fishing, ocean water
Yeah.
boating community have been
Yep.
using it. But I mean, I'm getting orders up in Minnesota right now, and it's like negative 10 degrees in Minnesota right now. It's February. So I didn't expect to see orders this soon from people up north.
Yeah.
But if you got a cooler, then you're my customer.
Absolutely. Is there anything you would have done differently from knowing what it is you know now? I heard you speak to treating it like a bigger brand, treating it like a bigger company. Seeing what it is you have not just seen but experienced, take it back 60 days. What would you have done
Yeah.
differently?
I wish I wasn't so scared to take on inventory. You know, I
Mm,
guess that's back to the, treat it like a big brand. Um, I was very timid and I was, like we talked about earlier, maybe a little scared of what would happen if I failed and I had all this inventory on hand. And,
yeah,
uh, we'd be in a lot better spot right now if I would have believed in it a little more early on when I was
sure.
building inventory.
I mean, what a good problem to have. I can't speak to everything, not being in your shoes, but running out, having orders and things of that nature. Moving forward now from that 60 plus day mark, is there something you see you're going to do different with inventory, with marketing, with branding? I know we're keeping the main thing, but now experiencing that, how does Michael see himself moving forward from here?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to keep driving our online business, but also just looking at some pretty cool partnership opportunities that hopefully we can talk about next time I come on the show.
Yeah, yeah,
But just aligning with some really cool brands and venues just to get the message out there a little further. So some cool stuff in the hopper, and we just have to keep driving and see what happens.
First of all, I appreciate you saying next time you're on the show because I definitely want there to be a next time. And I now my gears are turning and we're connected. Speaking about, and again, nothing that you don't want to speak about, we don't have to touch it. Who do you want to see, whether it's a person, a brand, a company, an environment, a team, a culture? Who do you want to see cubed ice with? Who do you want to see touching it, using it? You know, promoting it? Where do you want to see it?
I think we have some cool opportunities to align well with some big brands in the cooler industry. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a perfect match, right? When you're talking about a premium cooler, you want to have, a premium product inside your cooler, and I think
yeah.
that's really where we align well with them.
I love it. I love it. If there is um if there is a younger version of Michael, do you mind me asking how old you are today?
I'll be 37 in a month.
Be 37. Well, happy early birthday from us and the
Thank
Deaf
you.
Collective family and the Deaf Talks team. You'll be 37 in a month. That's what you said, correct?
Yep.
Let's take it back a decade.
Yeah.
Who are you and what are you doing then? A decade ago, who were you and what were you doing?
Let's see. I was, serving in the military. So I was in the Army. I was an engineer in the Army, and I learned a lot in the Army, and I think really grew up a lot in the Army. Um, and it was, some of the best years of my life, some of the worst years of my
Mm,
life, but also some of the best years of my life, and made some long lasting relationships, and just learned a ton about myself and life, and I think just more than anything, just learned how to appreciate everything we have in the
yes.
military. You get a lot of experiences to go see some horrible places in the world,
Mm,
and I wasn't immune to that. And so, taught me to just be thankful for everything that we have.
absolutely. What does Michael today tell Michael then?
It's gonna work out, man. It just I've just always had this belief that in due time everything works out. And I think I want to say there's this video that I love talking to a group of people, and his message is just wait.
Mm,
You think you're down bad now, just wait. You think
mm.
you're up, you think you're feeling great, just wait. Like everything evens out in time.
Yeah. Talking to Michael, whether it is from a friendly perspective, a business perspective, even from an interviewer's perspective, what is what is one thing that you would say is most important to know about Michael across the board, whether you're a friend, whether you're a business partner, whether you're an interviewer, no matter what would you say is the most important thing to know about Michael across the board?
Sure. I think I just try to take care of people, and I think that's translated really well in my business. Just taking care of the customer, taking care of everybody close to you that you work with, no matter who they are, if they're a partner or a customer, an advisor or whatever. Um, so far, just taking care of my customers and responding quickly and just helping them out with whatever problem they have has worked out real well for me.
Absolutely. I always say that no matter your service or your product, if you do not understand that you are in the business of people, you might not be around for a long time. I've heard it said that and I was so inspired. I heard it said that product beats talent. Do you find that to be true?
Product beats talent. It's an interesting one. What's your take? I'm curious.
My take is I'm going to agree and I'm going to tell you why. The
Okay.
reason why I feel product beats talent is because of just the normal human senses, sight,
Uh,
smell, touch, and things of that nature. If you have something that's not tangible, you've got to audibly or verbally or marketing or promotion, you have to sell it. But when a good portion of my senses can do the selling for me, I can see this, I can hear
mm,
this, I can see it in action. That gets us to the finish line a lot faster than me explaining how awesome and great I am with something that you can't see and touch. So I
Interesting.
I I think that there's a language to products. Not to say that product is better than talent, but I do believe out of the gate product definitely beats talent because you can see it, you can hear it, your senses can do a lot of the selling for you.
Yeah.
Just like cubed ice. Without knowing you, without seeing you, without hearing you, I was sold. And
Mm,
then on top of that, we have an amazing serviceman who has done these amazing things for our country, a very, very humble, all the things. And you put that type of icing on that type of cake, I I think product beats talent.
mm,
Especially, I want to make sure I land this as gently as possible for the listeners and viewers, especially for the mindset or the type of individual that is not optimistic, that is not
sure.
easily persuaded, that type of person. When the proof is already in the pudding,
Hmm.
that's the angle that I'm coming from.
Sure.
Knowing, I'll give you your flowers. I think you're an amazing business owner from what I know. I think you are a great leader from what I know, a great service part from what I know. To have that on top of a product, I don't see how you beat it.
Sure.
I don't see how you beat it. Do you view it the same from your side of the fence?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, first of all, thank you for saying that. And also, like, if you have a good product and you can easily convey that message in 5 seconds to the customer, then you have a purchase in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I think that's where we've had some good success on Instagram and TikTok is I think we've done a good job with our videos of just instantly showing what the customer, here's the problem and here's the solution.
Yeah.
And when I look at my analytics on my videos, the average person watches my videos for 5 seconds. So
Wow.
you gotta get to it real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we've done an all right job there, and that's led to a little bit of success.
Last question, but my favorite question, and I'm very thankful for your time. You have the attention of the entire world for 60 seconds. Every
Mhm.
eye can see you, every ear can hear you, and every language can understand you. You have the attention of the entire world for 60 seconds.
Okay.
What would Michael tell him?
Wow. That's a huge question, dude. How are you supposed to answer that? Um, hmm. I think sometimes we just have to remind ourselves that we're a lot smaller than we think, and
Mm,
don't take yourself too serious. Treat people well, and it'll pay dividends for sure.
that makes me think. That makes me think of small deposits will put you in position to make large withdrawals.
That's a good one.
I we're a lot smaller than we think. When you say that, that makes me think and feel, do not allow problems to be too big.
Exactly.
That,
Yep.
that that's the way that there's what we say and there's what we communicate. When you said that, it communicated to me an individual, not on a podcast, not with people seeing me or watching me. It made me say, hey, there's strength and there's a silver lining, Elijah, and how small you are.
Hmm.
So never let a problem become too big.
Yeah. I mean, remembering that can save your day a lot of days.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there I want to place this properly. Remembering that can save a lot of days, can save a lot of time. You say that like there's some experience there.
I just mean, I think we're really good at beating ourselves up um, about a lot of things that you probably don't need to waste your time thinking about.
Mm,
Um, and we waste a lot of time worrying about minor problems and in the grand scheme of things.
yeah.
Like I said, just wait it out.
Just wait it out. I don't speak about support anytime I have the pleasure of sitting with someone. The goal here is not to only, and I understand it, Michael. I really do. And when it happens, and if it continues to happen, great. But the goal here isn't to just interview the most famous people or the most popular people, but the best people.
Sure.
What's popular isn't always what's best. I believe you are one of those best people. How do we connect with you to make our lives better? Is it simply supporting Cubed Ice? Is it picking up a copy of your latest book? Is there something you're doing for individuals, maybe in a small community or leadership or coach? I don't know. But how do we follow you on social media, visit the website, pre-order the how do we connect with you to make our lives better?
Man, I would love people just to shoot me a note on Instagram, just
Okay.
say what's up, and let's connect and let's find ways that we can help each other grow.
Yeah.
Um, my personal Instagram is Michael Cook 89. It's Mikael. That's how you spell my first name. So Michael Cook 89, and that's the best place to find me personally. If you want to know about the book, it's on there. And then if you want to follow Cubed Ice, the Instagram or TikTok is Cubed Ice USA.
Got it. This is what we're going to do from the Deaf Collective platform. We are going to take the first. I want to make sure I got my math right. We're going to take the first 10 comments on the YouTube video, and all they have to do is comment book or ice. And what we want to do is purchase 10 cubed ice and 10 copies of your book for the first 10 comments on the
Wow.
video. I don't want people to just better their outdoor experience. I don't want people to just sit in their comfy nook or favorite reading chair with your book. What I want people to do is hold a piece of your gumption, of your optimism, and allow that to sit and resonate with them and think about what's possible for them as well.
Mm. Wow. That's very cool.
Thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute gift to sit with you today. The story, the inspiration, your demeanor, your energy. I can't say thank you enough, and I can't wait to do this again.
Absolutely. I'll definitely be back with some updates, especially once I actually have some cube dice inventory in stock. So we'll talk again for sure. And I appreciate the time and the platform. It was awesome.
Thank you, my friend. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.